going on? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it may be. I'm Nick, this is Hustle Trucking. So today is the dreaded day. We have the infamous new entrant audit, in-person audit. Not gonna lie, a little nervous, but I got all of my stuff together. I got everything I can think of, and I'm gonna hope for the best. So, it's cold. Let's get rolling. Let's head over there and get this thing knocked out. And we're here. Lovely Virginia State Police Motor Carrier Division. Well, wish me luck.
Alright, so we made it back to the house. I'm gonna give y'all the straight up play by play on how all this played out. And it's kind of ironic because it really ties into my video where I talk about how a 3-ring binder can make or break you at the scale house or getting any type of pullovers or whatnot, traffic stop. So as I said in my last video, it was time for my entrant audit through Federal Motor Carriers. I was prepared for it. I knew it was coming. Like I said, they told me it was going to be 6 months. It ended up being 8 months. What I was not prepared for was the fact that there was a in-person entrant audit attached to it. Now, I had asked a couple people. They said they'd never heard of it. So coming into it this morning, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous. So I rolled in there, and it's kind of funny because I had all of my documentation like I needed and like I was supposed to. When I uploaded it onto the portal, inadvertently or unpronounced to me, made it 10 times easier for me, because when I sat down with my auditor, he literally went into the system, pulled everything that I'd uploaded onto the portal, pulled it up, printed it out, and it was pretty much cut and dry. Like, I literally feel like I hyped myself up over nothing. But it's because I have my paperwork in order. I can't stress that enough, man. If you don't have your paperwork in order, you're just gonna make it so much harder for yourself. And then on top of that, it makes you look unprepared and unprofessional. So I can't stress that enough. Now, what I can share with you guys on the whole in-person entrant audit is this. So apparently, about 7 or 8 years ago, they used to do that. They stopped. It was a combination of lack of personnel, and then recently COVID put a nix into it. So this year, or at least the year that I signed on, which would have been sometime back in 2021, they decided, due to an influx of applications for new authorities, that they were going to pick this back up. So when I talked to my auditor this morning, he explained to me that they were going to attempt to do, at least in my area, 400 in-person audits within the next week. And I asked him, I tried to answer questions that I thought would be relevant. And I asked him, I said, have you had any people fail? And he said, absolutely. I've had, he said within the last 36 hours, he'd had 7 people fail. And I asked him, I said, well, what is the leading cause of that? And he said, the ability or the inability to be prepared, lack of documentation, and just lack of showing up. Now, like I said in this last video, if you guys don't show up to this in-person thing, it's in bold red print on the email or the letter that they will mail you that basically says failure to show up will result in suspension of authority. So you gotta show up to this thing, because it ain't no joke. And if you show up and you do everything you're supposed to do, it's going to take him more time to print out the paperwork than it's going to be for him to ask. He asked me pretty much the same questions that are attached to uploading the information on the portal. Now, I'm gonna cover that again because, man, I can't stress it enough. Loading this information on the portal and having everything in order is gonna make this easy. So, like I said before, this is gonna be for my non-CDL guys because I run non-CDL. That's what I went through as a non-CDL entrant audit. So I can't really relay what a CDL audit would be like because I didn't experience that. So they're gonna want a driver's list. They're gonna want a vehicle list. They want a copy of MCS 90, which is your proof of insurance signed by the insurance company. They have to provide that to you. After that, they're gonna need a copy of your driver's license. They're gonna need a copy of your driving record. They're also gonna need your hours of service, ELD. They're gonna need that. You submit all of that in on the portal, and I'm telling you, when you show up, if you have to do it in person, when you show up, don't even stress it. Like me personally, I showed up stressed out. I showed up with my laptop, I showed up with my binder, I showed up with the whole 9 yards. I was prepared to go to war if I had to. Fortunately, I was blessed and highly favored. I didn't have to. So that is behind me. So now I've actually, on top of that, I have submitted all of my documentation for my taxes. My CPA is currently working on that. So once I get that back, then I can really do a video to cover what I went through first year taxes. So, man, it's a short video today. I got a run planned for the weekend. It's a small load. We actually breaking out the little trailer for this because it's a friend of mine. We're gonna go up to Maryland, pick up one, and bring it back down to the Richmond area. So it's a really short trip, and it's just one ride. So we will break out the little trailer, and cruise on across the treacherous 301 bridge and bring it on into Virginia. So as always, like, subscribe, hit the bell. Take care, and God bless.